Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again on my channel. So, slight technological hiccup. I actually filmed this yesterday, edited it, had serious issues trying to get it up to get it off of my editing app, onto my Google Drive and up onto my YouTube because my phone is just filled with so many photos. And so then I ended up deleting the original footage. Big nightmare, so I have now had to re-record it. So I'm going to try and blast through this as quickly as possible. Those of you who saw my Facebook Live earlier today will know that I am going to be talking about the 30-day body boost today. Now, this is how I first got involved in Arbonne. They call it the 30 Days to Healthy Living Plan. However, my upline, Nat, and myself and the other girls who are in her team, we're all discussing on our WhatsApp group. And we're thinking to ourselves, 30 Days to Healthy Living, as amazing as the plan is, the title of it and the way that it's branded kind of almost inhibits and puts off certain demographics of people. So I speak to a lot of people at the gym I go to and a lot of people who are already into the healthy active lifestyle, and they say, well, I don't need a plan to get me into healthy living because I already live healthy. I sometimes just need a bit of like a push, especially after a holiday or after Christmas. So we've rebranded it now to be a 30-day body boost. So if you do need a kickstart into healthy living, then this plan will help boost you into that. But if you're like me and you've got into your healthy routine and you just need a bit of a push after an extravagant period such as Christmas or a holiday, then this again is perfect for you to help boost you back into your routine. The main idea of the plan is not about deprivation. A lot of people think of these types of routines as a detox or a sort of fad diet where you sort of cut everything out and you don't do anything for 30 days and that should magically make things better. No, this is not about that. What it is about is changing your mindset, changing those routines so that you start making those healthier, better choices for you. It is not about thinking, what can't I have or what can't I eat? It's more about what can you have, what can you eat, what can you do? So the aim is to give you more energy. It's to help you manage your weight, whether that is that you want to lose weight or maintain the weight that you're at. And then because of that and because you feel more confident about your weight, it's there to help improve self-esteem. But the main aim is to give you the tools to have to change your mindset and make it a lot more positive and making those healthier choices. All of our products that I'm about to show you are plant-powered, 100% vegan, so that means they've got no animal products or byproducts in them, nor have any of our products. And that's not just the nutrition, but every single product on my website with Arbonne. None of them have been tested on animals. We never will have tested on animals, and we never will. We are also certified gluten-free, so all of these products are gluten-free. And like I said, they are 100% vegan. So the first thing that you need to do when you start this plan is to eliminate or reduce those common allergens that a lot of people have in their diet. So we have 5 main areas that we sort of look at. So the first one is wheat, gluten and yeast. A lot of people, without even realizing it, are actually intolerant to wheat and gluten. Most people, especially when they're eating things like white bread, white pasta, very starchy, high carb products with lots of gluten and yeast in them, most of them feel quite bloated, quite lethargic afterwards. Some feel quite sick, and that is actually a sign of gluten intolerance. So that's the first one that we get rid of. Second one is dairy and soy. Now, I'm lactose intolerant anyway. I have been since my early 20s, so avoiding dairy is quite easy for me. But again, dairy, a lot of people are intolerant to dairy and don't even realise it, so that's another thing that we get rid of. The third one is sugars and artificial sweeteners. Everyone knows the dangers of having too much sugar. Too much artificial sugar as well. Those high sugary drinks, those high sugary foods, we want to just avoid those. Natural sugars are still okay, but we want to have them in lower doses. So then we maintain and regulate our blood glucose levels so we're not having huge peaks and troughs of stimulated energy through sugars. We want to have that sort of maintain that flat line throughout the day. The fourth one is caffeine and the fifth one is alcohol. Now, we do recommend that you avoid drinking alcohol and consuming caffeine during these 30 days. However, we understand that some people don't want to do that, so it is an option. I personally am doing dry January anyway, so therefore not drinking alcohol is going to be tough, but it's something that I've always been planning on doing anyway. And as a teacher, caffeine for me is a huge huge part of my day. So this is going to be, it's always the most difficult thing for me is to avoid caffeine. However, we have the products to help you do that. So I'm going to tell you about those now. So you eliminate those 5 common allergens, 3 or 5, depending on, well, 3 or 5, depending on where you want to go with the caffeine and the alcohol. And then what you want to try and do is eat every 4 to 6 hours and try to avoid snacking in between. Mainly because we want you to get into that routine of only eating when your body needs that food rather than eating through boredom or eating through habit. If you do need to snack in between, we obviously, in the support groups that we have on Facebook and in our WhatsApp groups, we've got loads and loads of different healthy snack ideas that will help you to maintain those healthier choices and that healthy routine. But the main aim is to help develop that mindset and develop those routines and help you make those better, healthier choices for you. And the reason why it's a 30-day plan is because it normally takes 30 days to introduce and get those routines set in your mind. Normally, if you're trying to give up smoking, or if you're wanting to cut down on your alcohol intake or something, it normally takes 30 days to set that routine in place. It's the first 30 days that are the hardest, but they are the most important. So I'm going to go through these products now, quickly whiz through them. So all of these products are available in one or more of our Body Boost options. There are 3 different options that I'll go through with you at the end. So the first one of the main staples, is our protein powder. Now in this protein powder pack here, there are 30 servings. So 1 pack of this, you're good for 1 meal a day. Now this is amazing. Each serving has 20 grams of protein as well as 20 different vitamins and minerals. It comes in chocolate flavour or vanilla flavour. This is amazing. I have this now every morning regardless of whether I'm doing the plan or not. I mix it up with, so I put a serving of this in. I have it with almond milk, I whack in a banana, I whack in some fruits, I whack in some almond butter, and then a couple of the other products that I use on a daily basis whether I'm doing the plan or not. These are awesome. I normally get both chocolate, but you can get 1 chocolate or 1 vanilla, or depends what you think, but I always go for the chocolate because I'm a little bit of a chocolate fiend. And it's so yummy as well. One of the only protein powders that actually tastes of chocolate. Really, really good. And then next up, this is available in all 3 of the options. This is the Digestion Plus. Now, you might have seen on my Facebook Live a couple of days ago, I spoke about my top 3 products from Arbonne. My top nutrition product is this guy right here. It is amazing. It has got prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes to help you, to help your digestive system work at its optimal function. This is amazing, absolute lifesaver. So I put 1, so there are 30 sachets in each box. So again, 1 box of this and you're good for the month. You have it once a day. I mix it in with my protein shake in the morning. You can have it with any hot or cold beverage if you like. It's up to you. I normally just put it in my morning shake and so it's done and out of the way. This is awesome though. And then the final product that comes in all 3 of the options are the Fittest. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'm being a teacher. I'm a huge caffeine fiend. I do generally tend to have a coffee at some point during the day, whether it's from the local sort of cafe in my school or I go down to Starbucks, but they know that it's a almond latte, like almond milk latte, with as much caffeine as I can get. So doing the 30-day plan and avoiding caffeine that's going to be the hardest thing for me. However, I'm super ready for it because I have these. Now, these are amazing. These are called Fittest. They are a small little sachet, just like this, okay? And they come in several different flavors. They come in blackberry, they come in pomegranate, they come in green apple, which was a limited edition. As soon as they're gone, they are gone. And they come in citrus as well. Citrus isn't my favorite flavor, so I don't tend to order it anymore, but I did order it when I first got involved with the plan. Now, what this is, this has about 55 milligrams of caffeine in it, so it's more than, say, a can of Coke, not as much as a coffee, so you are still getting a kick, but it's plant-based caffeine, which is very, very different. It's more slow releasing, so you do get that sort of buzz, but then you don't get that horrible drop off on the other side, which is what I tend to get when I drink coffee. I feel like I can take on the world for 20 minutes and just go, 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 and then suddenly I get this huge slump at the end. I drop lower than I was before I drank the coffee, and I sometimes feel quite sick as well. So these are amazing. You mix them with about 500 mils of water, so this is probably a little bit too much, so maybe come down to about there. 250 to 500 mils of water, depending on how concentrated you would like it, and you're ready to take on the world. These are amazing. Love them. So those 3 products come in all 3 of my Body Boost options. Then we have some other products as well. So we have the daily fiber support. So in this pack, again, 30 servings. So Arbonne have made it really, really simple. You just need to buy 1 of these products each, depending on how big you want to go in this Body Boost. But each of these products has 30 servings in it, so they're making it super easy for you. In this, each serving has 12 grams of fiber, and it's there to help you feel a little bit fuller for longer, but it's also to help optimize your digestive health. So it helps to maintain the consistency of your stools, and therefore help your bowel movements become more regular and a lot more healthy. But yeah, again, flavorless, so I have this with my morning shakes, with my morning protein shake. However, you can just mix it with water if you want, up to you. Then another product that you get in a couple of the options are the detox teas. There are 20 bags in this box. When I'm going through the plan, I don't tend to have all of the bags of tea, just because I'm not a big tea drinker anyway, and if I do drink tea, it is more green tea. However, these are really nice because they help to support your liver and kidney functions with 9 different botanicals in them, and it's really nice just to have at the end of the day when you're winding down, sat in front of the telly, you've done your gym workout, you've had your dinner, you just want something just to chill out a little bit. These have no caffeine in them either, so they're perfect for the evening. And then finally, 2 more products. I only have 1 because with the big option that we have, which is our special value pack, you have to choose between 2 different products. So I always go with this one, which is the Greens Balance. Now, this little guy is amazing. Again, inside of this, 30 servings, and it has enough, so it's basically one of your 5 a day. So I whack this again in my morning shake. It does change the taste ever so slightly and does give it a little bit of a green tinge because it is literally like concentrated extract from fruits and vegetables and stuff. So it's got loads and loads of different vegetables and fruits in it. It's got loads of green fruits, reds, yellows, blues, you name it, it's in there. Like, there's a huge list of stuff that they've got in there that I'm not going to bore you with and I'm not going to go through. I mean, like, look at the ingredients list, and that's all just veg and fruit. There's literally nothing else in there. Nothing else in there. There's a lot of spinach in there, but this is really good. So again, put it in my morning shake. The final product that is in there is known as a body cleanse. So if you don't want the Greens Balance, you can get the body cleanse. Again, little sachets of powder, which again you can put into your protein shake. They're there to basically help detoxify your system, so gently eliminate those toxins and support how your gastrointestinal tract works. So, sorry, I've got my little script here to make sure I don't miss out any information that I give you. So those are the products. So let me just quickly tell you a little bit about my journey with this 30-day plan. So I first started with it when it was, when Nat was still talking about it as the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan. And this was in January. So almost 12 months now. And I did this because I moved to Dubai September 2017. I love my life in Dubai. I adore it. But when I first moved there, I fell into this really unhealthy pattern. I was eating really badly. So if I was, say, wanted a meal in the evenings, instead of going to the grocery shop and buying groceries, which was actually really expensive, I would order a takeaway in. Now that goes from anything from sushi all the way to McDonald's and everything in between, Nando's pizza, you name it. Like they deliver everything to your door, which turned into a bit of a problem because I was also going out maybe 2-3 times a week, drinking during the weeks, going to ladies' nights, brunching at the weekends. And it got to the point where I got to Christmas and I went to visit my parents, and they were on posting in the Caribbean at the time. And I saw myself in photos and I was like, this is not a good look. I hadn't done any working out to combat my unhealthy lifestyle. And I had from Christmas to Easter to sort myself out because my sister was getting married in Montserrat where my parents were living. And I thought to myself, I cannot allow myself to be looking and feeling like this on my sister's big day. I didn't want to feel like I didn't want to be in her photos. I didn't want to look back and think, oh my gosh, like, how did I let myself get to this point? So I knew I had to sort myself out. So I got back in January, got back to Dubai, and I started seeing my friend Nat, who is my upline and my sponsor in Arbonne. I started seeing her talking about the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan and the amazing results that she had got from it. Now, I'm not a huge fan of fad diets, so I did a little bit of research, got involved in it, and I did my first plan just after my sister's hen do. I came back to surprise her, got my products, took them back out to Dubai, and I did 30 days from February to March. Now, I was really strict during those ones. I had 2 shakes a day. I had 1 balanced meal, so I got the special value pack, which I'll tell you about in a second. I then decided to do another round just before the summer holiday, so I did May to June. At that point, I only did 1 shake a day, two balanced meals, because by that point, I had already set myself into a really good routine of making those healthier choices. I wasn't getting takeaways. Yes, I was still going out. Yes, I was still going to brunches, but I wasn't doing it every weekend. I wasn't leading a really unhealthy lifestyle. And then when I came back after the summer, I then did another one in September to October. But now I have a protein shake every single morning with Greens Balance and Digestive Plus in it. I use the fizz sticks regularly. So I already have these regular healthy routines in place. And then outside of that, I'm just making better choices with my food. And outside of doing a plan, I tend to follow it on an 80-20 basis anyway. So I tend to follow the idea of not eating as much wheat. I don't eat dairy anyway. I try to avoid sugars and artificial sweeteners. I do still drink caffeine. I do still drink alcohol, but not as much as I used to, not to the extent and not to the excess that I used to. So that is how my life has been affected by the Healthy Living Plan and by what I now like to call the Body Boost Plan. I'm now going to put a visual representation in for you, because me going and explaining all of this and saying how amazing it is, you won't understand until you see it. So here is my progress photos. There are 6 photos. First one's in January. The last one is in April, so just after my first body boost. How amazing. How insane is that? Now, I'm really, really proud of myself. I obviously combined that with a workout regime. I was working out probably about 3 or 4 times a week. I was really lucky that I had I had a gym in my apartment block, but also I was going out running. If you look on my Facebook, my Instagram, and now my YouTube channel, I do a lot of different types of working out. So I do stuff in the gym using heavy weights. I do cardio based stuff, so there's something that everyone can do. I did an Instagram live a couple of days ago where I did a workout in my garden using my garden wall, and that was it. So it is possible for anyone to be able to do a challenging workout in a short amount of time. Now, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, that's all well and good, Lara, you telling us about these products and how amazing they are. What does it cost for me? Now, here's the nitty gritty of it, and I'm going to try and get through this as quickly and as simply as possible. We have 3 options. So the first one is the Body Boost Basic, then we have the Body Boost Core Pack, and then we have the Special Value Pack. Now, in a second, when I start talking about prices, I'm going to be starting to talk about the idea of being a preferred client. Now, if you are a preferred client already for Arbonne, woohoo, go you, that's awesome. If you are not, and this sounds like something you would like to do more consistently, being a preferred client is definitely going to be beneficial. What you do is you pay £25 one-off fee, and for a whole year you get between 20 and 40% off all the products on my website. So 20% off the retail price of individual products, and you get 40% off special value pack. So I'm going to be talking about special value pack in a minute, and the core pack, those prices that I give to you are including the 40% off, which is amazing. So another thing before I move on, I mentioned this in my Facebook Live earlier. If you are interested in getting involved in the Body Boost work plan and you want to become a preferred client, and you get in touch with me before New Year's Eve, 8 p.m, with your order saying, I want to do the Body Boost, I want to do this pack, and I want to be a preferred client, hook me up. I will hook you up, because you will not have to pay that registration fee. That £25 fee, whew, gone. I will sort you out. So all you need to do is just pay for the products themselves, and you already then get your 20 to 40% discount. Oh, win-win situation. So option number 1 is our Body Boost Basic Pack. In that pack, you get 1 pack of protein. So the big bag like this, which is 30 servings, your choice of chocolate or vanilla. I think we also have a chai flavour as well, but just chocolate or vanilla are the options for the body boost. Then you get a box of Digestion Plus, which again is 30 servings, and you get 1 box of fittest, which again is 30 servings, and you get to choose your flavour between pomegranate, citrus, blackberry, and if it's still available, green apple. Then included in that, you also get a protein shaker and you get a water bottle. So you get 5 different things there. So the protein, the Digestion Plus, the fittest, the water bottle, and the shaker. Now, the standard retail price of that is £168. So if you think about that over 30 days, you're thinking for 1 meal a day, so say for your breakfast, you're looking at maybe £5.60. So that's your breakfast and maybe like your coffees or your can of Coke or whatever you have to get through the day. Those are taken care of for £5.60 per day. However, if you are a preferred client, or you want to be a preferred client, you get in touch with me before New Year's Eve, it'll be £136.80. So already you can see the difference that you're going to be saving. So that equates to about £4.56 per day. If you get in touch with me after New Year's Eve, however, you will have to pay that £25 registration fee. So that takes up to about £161.80. So definitely get in touch with me before New Year's Eve. Then we have option 2, which is our Body Boost Core Pack. Now this is only for preferred clients. This is something that Arbonne does as a thank you to preferred clients. So you can only get this if you are a preferred client. So if this is the pack that interests you, you need to get in touch with me as soon as, so then you don't have to pay for that registration fee. Within that pack, you get the protein, the Digestion Plus, and the fittest, your choice of citrus or pomegranate. Then on top of that, you also get the fibre support and you get the detox teas as well. So that's 5 nutrition products opposed to the basics pack where you only get 3. So preferred clients, you would pay £145 for that. So that's about £4.84 per day, but included in that, you've got a more filling breakfast, you've got your fizz stick for replacing your coffee, and then you also have like your nice sort of detox tea in the evenings. If you get in touch with me before New Year's Eve, that's £145. If you don't, then it'll go up to £170 after New Year's Eve. Now, option 3, this is the one that I first got involved in. This is the one that has quite literally changed my life. It is our special value pack. Now, in this one, you get 2 shakes worth a day. So that could be either breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner. And then all you need to think about is that 1 balanced meal per day. So you're now looking at providing yourself with 2 meals per day from this nutrition pack. So you get 2 bags of protein. So you can choose either both chocolate or both vanilla, or do one of each, which is what I started off doing. I do prefer the chocolate, so I now go double chocolate. You get a box of the Digestion Plus. You get 2 boxes of fittest. So again, you get to choose your flavours between the pomegranate, the citrus, and the blackberry. You also then get a bag of fibre support. You get 2 boxes of tea. And then you also get to choose between the greens balance and the body cleanse. So I always go for the greens balance, but if that's not something that you want to do and you'd prefer to go with the body cleanse, which is more to help detoxify your system, then that is also an option that you can go for. Now, this is where the benefit of being a preferred client is really emphasized, okay? So the standard retail price for that special value pack, just for a normal customer who doesn't want to be a preferred client, is £384, okay? So that's about £12.80 a day. So if you think about it, that's £12.80 for your breakfast, your lunch, and your sort of like pick-me-up drinks and your tea throughout the day. For a preferred client, £230.40. So if you compare that, just between being a preferred client and a standard client, that is around about £150 saving just by paying that one-off registration fee. However, get in touch with me before New Year's Eve and you don't have to pay that registration fee. I will sort you out with that. So £230.40 for 1 month. So that equates to about £7.70 a day for your breakfast, for your other meal, your pick-me-up drinks and your teas at the end of the day. Done, sorted. I mean, all you then have to think about is getting 1 extra meal. And if you do what I did, I literally made, so couldn't have pasta on, so not using pasta because we want to avoid the wheat. So I made like a sort of vegan style lasagna using like vegetables as like my pasta layers. Bulk made that, whacked it in the oven, then took it out and froze it, that was my lunch for the whole week. So I would have a shake in the morning, a shake in the evening, and then have a bit of lasagna in the middle. Done. Like, I didn't, and that was super cheap, bearing in mind I am so lazy and I can't bother to cook. One batch cooking sorted me out. So this was really incredible. And to add on top of it, if you do order the special value pack, Arbonne are throwing in these. Now these are amazing. Oh great, the sun comes out just, I'm trying to show you. These are known as the RE9 Advanced Prep Work Gel Eye Masks. So you might have seen loads of Instagram influencers with these eye masks underneath here. I wish I'd done that today because look, like I am super tired. However, they are going to throw those in for free, and these retail at about £30, I think. So this came free with my special value pack that I ordered, literally, and it just arrived a couple of days ago. So I am all set for January. I hope that you are too. So just as a reminder, you've got 3 options. If any of these options are sound interesting to you, then you have to let me know as soon as possible, especially if you want to become a preferred client. Get in touch with me before 8 p.m. on New Year's Eve so you can get that £25 registration fee waived. I will sort you out, and I will sort you out with a body boost plan. We are starting on the 7th of January, so you need to get yourselves ready. Now, just as like a last minute thought, what I want you guys to really quickly think about is how much money do you spend per day on food? Just have a think. Now, it could be that you're super organized and you bulk make all of your stuff, or you're like me sometimes and I just kind of forget to cook, or I forget to do something because I'm super busy with like fixtures and things, and you have to run out to the shops, you have to run out to the cafe, you have to run out to McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. How much do you spend on food? Now, what do you spend that money on? Are you making the healthiest choices? Now, when I used to live in London, when I was commuting from Hounslow into central London, well, not central London, but southeast London. So I was going from Hounslow all the way up to either Wandsworth, Southfields, or I was going to Streatham Hill. I would always go to Clapham Junction, and whilst I was waiting for my connecting train, I would get a latte from Starbucks. Now, at that point, I was drinking a soy vanilla latte. So you're looking at the latte. Yes, okay, there's soy milk in it, but it's still not great for you, as well as that artificial sweetener. So already that's really bad for you. Now, just looking at what a tall latte has with semi-skimmed milk, you're looking at 150 milligrams of caffeine, 18.3 grams of carbs, and 16.8 of that is just sugar. And this is just a normal latte with skimmed milk. 6.1 grams of fat, 3.7 of which are saturated fat, and 180 calories. Now, if you're not a coffee drinker, but you do have something to like sort of help pick you up throughout the day, you might grab a can of Coke. A 330 milliliter can of Coke has 35 grams of sugar in it. 35. That's insane. 35 grams of sugar. About 35 to 40 milligrams of caffeine. So you're not actually getting all that much caffeine compared to, say, a coffee. And it's about 139 calories. Now think about those two and now compare it to the fizz sticks. Fizz sticks, you get a box of 30 included in all 3 of my option plans. 55 milligrams of plant-based caffeine. So it's more than a can of Coke, but less than a cup of coffee. So you're not going to get that huge spike and that huge drop. 1.8 grams of carbs, of which 1.5 are sugars. So hugely less than the coffee and the Coke, bearing in mind that the Coke has 35 grams of sugar. Then only 12 calories. So already it's a win-win just with those fizz sticks, and they are awesome, by the way. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Fingers crossed that this video turns out better and it actually gets up onto YouTube today. But don't forget, if you are wanting to get involved in the Body Boost plan, let me know by 8 p.m. on New Year's Eve so then I can sort you out and you can get signed up as a preferred client for free. What have you got to lose? Mwah. Much love. Merry Christmas.